Alright, let's talk Vikings. These weren't just guys with horned helmets looking for a brawl, though they did love a good brawl. They were a complex society with a rich culture and history. Hailing from Scandinavia, that's Denmark, Norway, and Sweden for you landlubbers, the Vikings were a force of nature from the 8th to 11th centuries. Their homeland was a rugged and beautiful place, shaping their seafaring skills and adventurous spirit. Now, when you think Viking, you might picture bearded barbarians pillaging villages. And yeah, they did their fair share of that, but there's so much more to their story. Their raids were just one aspect of their multifaceted society. They were also skilled warriors, known for their fierce combat techniques and innovative weaponry. Their longships, those sleek vessels of the sea, were basically Formula One cars of their time, allowing them to strike fast and hard. These ships were marvels of engineering, capable of navigating both open seas and shallow rivers. But here's the thing. Vikings were more than just raiders. They were also farmers, craftsmen, and family people, living in well-organized communities. They were explorers, traders, and even settlers. Their voyages took them to new lands where they established trade routes and settlements. They journeyed as far east as Constantinople and as far west as North America. Their extensive trade networks connected them with many different cultures and civilizations. That's right, they beat Columbus by a few centuries. Leif Erikson and his crew were among the first Europeans to set foot in North America. So buckle up as we delve deeper into the world of these fascinating seafarers and uncover the truth behind the myths. We'll explore their daily lives, their incredible journeys, and their lasting impact on history. Sure, the Vikings had a knack for raiding, but don't let that overshadow their other talents. These were skilled craftsmen, shipbuilders, and navigators. They crafted intricate jewelry, built seaworthy ships that could weather the roughest seas, and even navigated by the stars. Their longships, a marvel of engineering for their time, were light, fast, and maneuverable, allowing them to navigate rivers and open seas with ease. These ships weren't just about brute force. They were a testament to Viking ingenuity. Their explorations took them across vast distances, from the icy shores of Greenland to the bustling markets of Constantinople. They established trade routes, interacted with different cultures, and brought back new ideas and goods to their homelands. To say they got around is an understatement. Let's be real, the Vikings make for great entertainment. From epic battles to tales of exploration, their stories have it all. Hollywood certainly knows this, churning out movies and TV shows that capture, and sometimes exaggerate, the Viking spirit. Remember The Vikings with Kirk Douglas? Classic. Or more recently, the History Channel's Viking series? Talk about a wild ride. These shows, while often taking creative liberties, have brought the Viking Age to life for modern audiences. Sure, they might not always get the history exactly right, looking at you, horned helmets, but they've definitely captured our imaginations and sparked a fascination with these fierce and fascinating people. Think Viking architecture, and you might picture simple wooden structures. And while they did build those, their architectural influence goes way beyond that. Ever heard of a stave church? Those beautiful wooden churches with their tiered, upturned roofs? Yep, you can thank the Vikings for those. These churches, found throughout Scandinavia, are a testament to Viking craftsmanship and their ability to adapt architectural styles. They blended Christian traditions with their own building techniques, creating something truly unique. Even today, elements of Viking design can be seen in modern architecture. The use of natural materials, the emphasis on functionality, and the incorporation of traditional motifs all harken back to the Viking aesthetic. Section 5. Speaking Viking without knowing it, their linguistic legacy. Believe it or not, you probably use Viking words every day without even realizing it. English, along with other Scandinavian languages, owes a surprising amount to Old Norse, the language spoken by the Vikings. Words like berserk, skull, knife, and even Thursday, Thorsday anyone, all have roots in Old Norse. So, next time you're feeling a bit berserk or using your trusty knife, remember the Vikings. Their impact on language goes beyond just individual words. The grammatical structures of many Scandinavian languages, and even English to some extent, were influenced by Old Norse. So, in a way, the Vikings are still speaking to us through the very words we use. Section 6. Beyond the battlefield, Viking trade and commerce. While the Vikings had a reputation for raiding, they were also savvy traders, navigating the seas with remarkable skill and determination. Their voyages weren't just about conquest. They were also about establishing trade routes and acquiring valuable goods, which were essential for their economy. They traded furs, timber, and other natural resources, as well as slaves. Unfortunately, a common practice at the time, which were often captured during their raids. They exchanged these goods throughout Europe and beyond, reaching distant lands. Their trading network stretched from the Caspian Sea in the east to North America in the west, showcasing their extensive reach. They established trading posts and settlements in strategic locations, facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas across vast distances, and interacting with various cultures. This trade brought wealth and new ideas to Scandinavia, enriching their society. It contributed significantly to Viking cultural development and influenced the societies they interacted with, leaving a lasting impact. They weren't just taking, they were also giving, sharing their own culture and innovations. Through commerce and cultural exchange, the Vikings left their mark on the world, shaping history in ways that are still evident today. Section 7. From runestones to hashtags, Viking influence on communication. Long before Twitter and Instagram, the Vikings had their own form of communication runes. These ancient symbols were a crucial part of their daily lives and cultural identity. These angular symbols, carved into stone, wood, or bone, were more than just an alphabet. They were a sophisticated system of writing that conveyed complex messages and ideas. They were a form of magic, a way to communicate with the gods and record their sagas. Runes were often used in rituals and ceremonies, believed to hold mystical powers. These runestones, found throughout Scandinavia and beyond, provide valuable insights into Viking culture, beliefs, and history. Each stone tells a unique story, etched in time. They tell tales of battles, voyages, love, and loss, offering a glimpse into the lives of these fascinating people. The inscriptions reveal personal stories and significant events. While we may no longer carve runes into stones, the Viking spirit of storytelling and communication lives on in our modern world, from epic novels to 140-character tweets. Our digital age echoes their legacy. The Vikings, in their own way, were masters of communication, leaving their mark on the world one rune at a time. Their influence continues to shape how we share stories and connect with each other today. Section 8. The Viking spirit endures, a legacy of exploration and innovation. Though the Viking age may be long over, their spirit lives on. Their legacy of exploration, innovation, and cultural exchange continues to inspire us today. We see it in our thirst for adventure, our fascination with new technologies, and our desire to connect with different cultures. The Vikings pushed the boundaries of the known world, venturing into uncharted waters and forging new paths. They were unafraid of the unknown, embracing challenges and adapting to new environments. This spirit of exploration and innovation resonates deeply with the human spirit, reminding us that there are always new horizons to discover, both literally and figuratively. Section 9. Debunking the myths, Vikings were more than just savage raiders. Let's be honest, the Vikings have gotten a bit of a bad rap over the centuries. They've been portrayed as bloodthirsty barbarians, hell-bent on destruction. While they certainly had their moments, who doesn't? This image is a gross oversimplification of a complex and fascinating culture. Yes, they raided and pillaged, but they also traded, farmed, crafted, and explored. They were skilled artisans, navigators, storytellers, and even had a system of law and governance. Their society, while different from our own, was no less sophisticated. They valued strength and courage, yes, but also cunning, wisdom, and a strong sense of community. So, next time you hear the word Viking, remember that there's more to their story than meets the eye. Section 10. Conclusion: the enduring impact of the Vikings. From the rugged shores of Scandinavia to the distant lands they explored, the Vikings left an undeniable mark on the world. Their legacy is etched in our language, our architecture, our stories, and even our very DNA. They were more than just raiders. They were explorers, traders, craftsmen, and storytellers who shaped the course of history. Their thirst for adventure, their innovative spirit, and their cultural exchange left an enduring impact that continues to resonate today. So, raise a glass, or a horn if you have one handy, to the Vikings. Those fascinating and complex figures who continue to capture our imaginations and remind us that history is full of surprises.